Hello world, I'm your host Bunny and I'm here to welcome you to Monaco. What's yours is mine. A game by Pocketwatch Games that was released today, April 24th, 2013. It's available on Steam or their website, pocketwatchgames.com/Monaco, for 15 bucks in each case. However, if you buy it on their website, you will get a DRM free version as well. Let's have a look at the settings, the controls. We have an Xbox controller and what I hope is rebindable keys. We're not going to try because I am, as you can see at the bottom of the screen, playing with the Xbox controller. I'm fans like that. Graphics quality, high, low. Great. Colorblind mode. So while it's probably not needed, we also have push to talk, which I enjoy having as default. Thank you, Pocketwatch Games. I assume that we don't really need to have the graphic settings that much, but personally I would have loved to see some extra, such as V-Sync on and off and such. The game does run quite easily in most settings. As you can see, I've played the first 4 levels, and you're pretty much just thrown into it from the beginning. I'm gonna try to get into it. This is a 4-player co-op heist game where you go on to missions as one of the characters in the game and you try to get in and out. So far it's looked mainly just hectic, running around and trying to not get killed. That's essentially what's going on at first. If you play with a team and a little bit more organization, I'm quite sure it will be a lot more interesting. Also, trying to get a game working, not as easy as I would have liked. Obviously the game just came out and I'm not exactly playing during prime time anywhere in the world except possibly Korea, which are obviously playing StarCraft at the moment, except North Korea, who are, I assume, playing Prison. Anyways, that took a dark turn. So the game is available online or single play, as I did with the first mission, or split screen. And it's an interesting concept. It's not too often we see these. I should also point out it's available on LAN as well, and we all love LAN. Blizzard, take notes. So here we have the characters as I start my own game instead with blackjack and hookers. We have locksmiths, open doors faster, cleaner, which knocks out enemies, pickpockets, who has a monkey, and look at who can see people behind walls and stuff. You will unlock more characters as you go. These are all mainly story missions, as you can see. Psst, they're shipping you guys off tomorrow, and so forth. There's no voiceover, however there is some music, which is fairly enjoyable. And someone joined, sweet! We might get a game going. Another one joined, welcome! And we're just going through all the things, and can we get the 4th one as well? That would be awesome. There we go, all 4 of us. We might have something going now. Ready up. And waiting for everyone, and we lost one. Should we start anyways? Might as well get going. As you can see on the screen, we're leaving one guy in black behind, and that's okay. So this game is gonna look confusing first of all. Remember your color first. I'm the blue one, and I rush for this because I know what I'm doing for once, because I played the tutorial level. And watch out for guards, he won't see me, and keep moving, open door, and hold to view objectives, never mind, no one ever does that. Let's follow this, up in the tunnels, we go to next screen. And now it gets a little bit trickier. Let's turn this off. There, the lasers go off. If you walk into the lasers, you set off the alarm and everyone comes chasing after you. It's not as dangerous as I would like it to be, because they pretty much just walk around half aimlessly. And let's just run for it here. And someone almost got seen, but the guard didn't bother. So this is essentially what the game is about. Getting from one end to the other, pick up all the little so-called coins, and avoiding guards. However, guards are slower than you are mainly, so they're easy to run away from. They don't pose that much danger, and if you know where you're going, you're not gonna have much trouble, and that's the level essentially. Very easy. It's also the first level, so I probably shouldn't be complaining too much. Let's have the next level, shall we? Which is this one, hijack at the hairpin. And everyone can be the same character, which isn't that much fun. So let's, should I go with Locksmith? Might as well go with Locksmith. Get doors open quickly. And the fourth one joined in, so maybe this will be better. I'm not sure how many levels we have yet. I haven't played that far, as you can see, and I found it rather hard to see how many levels there are in total. I can see the replay value since we have leaderboards and achievements, so you really want to beat those things. And what's funny is currently two people are at the top of the leaderboards for today, meaning that four people should be able to do it faster, right? This time we get weapons as well, and you steal coins for more ammo, meaning you have one shot with a shotgun. You can kill multiple enemies with this shotgun in one shot, but you only get one until you pick up 10 coins, then you have another second shot. This gets really inconvenient after a while when you have a lot of players and no one's really organized, because if you play online, organization just doesn't happen. So I would suggest, if you have friends, to play with them instead. I, as a YouTuber, obviously do not have friends, so I'm playing online to give you the real experience of being a lonely, lonely man. And there, one man is dead. One guard is dead, to be precise, and he leaves a nice little skeleton behind. This is not to say that he's actually fully dead, even though he's a skeleton. The guards can actually revive him and get him back up again. This applies for you as well. You have health as displayed by the circle around you, and when you die you become a little skeleton like this, which we will probably see later. That usually happens at some point. And let's go around here. It's very chaotic. You half-assed know where you're going. You're just running there. You don't care too much about guards. And personally, I feel that if you're gonna make a heist game, especially, hopefully later on at least, guards should be very much punishing for letting you be seen. We now have picked up the mole, and whoever picks up the mole when you help him becomes the mole for this level, and the mole can break through walls and such. So as you can see, there he goes, get a coin, and through this wall. This breaks the game essentially when the mole comes around, because he does attract guards when they're too close, but not too much, and he does it too fast, in my opinion at least. So you can usually get away with a lot of things, like just making a straight line through half a map without anyone actually being able to do something about it. So you go in, you get stuff, and then you go out again. Should we take this one? Yes, we should. We're 3 players again. People tend to drop in and out. Let's be the locksmith again. We should be trying the mole later on as well. Someone has unlocked the hacker and taken them, displayed in green. And there's a 4th one. Great. So far, I'm not sure I feel that the game lives up to the critical acclaim in the merit of standing as a single player game or a co-op chaotic multiplayer. I'm, however, very much sure that if you play and set your own rules for the game, like we restart every time anyone gets seen, the game will become a lot harder. However, I also feel that that should not be a thing nowadays when you have games coming out in 2013. The game should be able to restrict you in these ways, and personally I feel that developers should have seen this coming, that it will maybe be chaotic like this, and we just shoot down the guards and move on. And I like the sneaking part, because you can sneak and you can avoid. There are alarms, and the alarms aren't punishing you for setting them off, except by calling the guards around you, which you can just outrun. And it mainly makes it just a chaotic, let's hide in a tree, running around and doing very little in the end. And I'm not sure I like that too much. The game, I hope there will be modding capability for the games. It can be set to hardcore mode. That's all I'm saying. As you can see, people have been seen. You can see them up in the middle up top there. They're just running around, running from the guards. The guards are way slower. This might change obviously later in the game, but this is first impressions, and my first impressions aren't that amazing of the guards because, yeah, let's not rant too much about them. My second concern with this game is that the goals aren't very clear. You can obviously display the goals, but no one seems to generally have an idea. Everyone runs around trying to pick up stuff, and suddenly someone finds the way out and off we go when everyone realizes where we're going. Again, I would have loved to see a hardcore mode or at least difficulty settings on the maps. Possibly it comes later on, maybe, hoping. And let's see, we go through the carts, nothing there, nothing there. Also, really enjoying the feel of vision because it makes the game so much harder and so much more interesting. You can share by pressing the Y button on the Xbox controller or the appropriate key on the keyboard. You can share a vision and see what everyone else sees. And you will soon realize that that makes it even worse because you have no idea what you actually see, and when you don't know what you see, it's hard to figure out what the guards see, meaning you can't actually hide from them as well. It all gets very confusing after a while. The game is again very chaotic and it lends itself to this chaos. Let's dig through this and just make a way. We want to go this way, so let's go this way. Let's not have walls or level design stop us. Which is again a minor concern on my end. That said, the game is actually really enjoyable because even if you enjoy this kind of chaotic running around and everyone trying to figure out what you're doing and suddenly everyone needs to get out and you try to save everyone and someone falls down, it gets stressful, and which I enjoy. Let's just make a wall through here. The guards can't get to us, so we just walk straight through. Again, a little bit game breaking. Hopefully only one of the things in the early levels. So the guards have seen me. I've shot him. I have one more shot, don't I? Yes, I did. And let's just walk through here. Let's share a vision for a second like that. And to the boat we go. This is the same map again, but from a different perspective. If we had read the storyline enough, let's hide from the guards. Also a problem that I can see that the guards can hit you way too many times, and as soon as you're on the boat, they can't touch you, which makes it all very confusing why they just give up. We're sitting in a small boat, just waiting like that. It's, yeah. Anyways, let's pick the mole again, I feel. Moles are always fun. And jailbirds, redheads, gentlemen, arrested, something something, Lebanese national, and so forth. I feel you should also listen to the sound of the game. Not so much the music. The music is very... it suits, but it's not nothing special. What's interesting though is that everyone seems to be speaking in French, which is mildly annoying, a little bit confusing, understandable since we're, you know, in that area of the world. And I'm not sure why we're doing it. Because I don't understand what anyone says, and that feels weird. The guards are shouting something at me. Let's see if we can find a place as soon as someone gets seen. Let's listen to the music, the sound for a little bit, shall we? Right, so that's the sound of the game. It's not that fancy. It fills its purpose, it makes the noises, and that's about it. And personally, I can see the pleasure of doing the game. Not playing the game, doing the game. Yes, the pleasure of doing the game. The pleasure of playing the game with friends, again, I'm sure it's really enjoyable. It falls short right now, however, it's mainly just chaos. And these type of games, I really enjoy the fact that they tried, that they made a game, and that it's like part of our gaming history right now. That sounded so pretentious, but there aren't enough heist games, and the heist games we have are that game which I don't remember of the Swedish guys who made a first-person shooter in the same sense of Left 4 Dead. I'll post the name on it of it on screen, which is kind of a heist game, but more of Left 4 Dead in a different clothing or different skins. That's pretty much what it is. And there was a game back in the early 90s that was a heist game as well, but that's about it. However, I was promised staking out your target and so forth. Let's resurrect this guy and see what happens. There's a timer, like everything else in this game, and tick, 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 bing, he's alive. No repercussions whatsoever, and the guards just leave him as soon as he's dead. They could have done so much more. Take him to jail. You are guards. Why do you just outright murder people, especially in a bank? It, uh, I know the whole thing, the whole gist about it's just a game. Physics and regular laws of the land doesn't apply. However, I feel that if you're gonna do a heist game that is essentially based on something real, because heists are real, you might as well go the full hog and do a little bit more with it. That's just my feeling. It's right now it feels very light. Then again, I did pay 15 bucks for this game rather than 60, so I'm not sure I'm that validated to complain about being a little bit light. I paid a very light price. However, for what the game is and what it's trying to do, which is being a co-op heist game, which is it's a little bit of a vague term and a little bit of a cop-out because it doesn't say it's a strategy game, it's not an action game, it's not an adventure game, it's not a role-playing game, nor anything else in the general already established genres. And that gives you a little bit of a cop-out. I would have liked this to be a strategy game more than the action game it is. However, for what it's trying to do, it's doing really well. It's hectic, it's fast, it's really enjoyable. For all the criticism I'm giving the game for the shortcomings, it's actually really fun to do this, and I will be playing through the whole game most likely, which is unusual for me. I usually get bored of most games, even if they're good games, because there's always something that bothers me. And someone's down, let's try to resurrect him. The guards are coming, let's just run straight through the guards and back out and up here. And let's just make another path here and walk around. Grab some things. Hopefully green can resurrect while I hide away, but green is not. Green is more busy in getting loot, so our black red-ish is helping. We're also sneaking behind a guard who's just oblivious about our presence. And we're all back up again. I'm still not quite sure where we're going. Please stop bumping the guards. They get so upset. And there's more loot up there. So far, the understanding, everyone has gathered that getting the loot is a good thing. And the monkey can do so without actually setting off the alarm, which is really nice to have around. And from a purely, user experience perspective, we can see easily that most people gather that getting the loot is the thing to do. So we've established that, but it falls short on explaining what's next, because we probably shouldn't be going to street level, we should be going up to the main office. However, that is not as apparent as it should be. And sure, we can still go down, but it feels no purpose to go down at this point, since we've already cleared downstairs and someone set off the alarm again. Here we go again. Listen to them yelling for a little bit. Right. So, as you can see, yellow is now going to be running around a whole lot. And I'm sitting at street level, hiding because the guards can't touch me from that point, and I'm trying to get away with, well, not get away with murder, but get away from the guards, because I'm a little bit low on health, even though that is also fairly badly displayed. The UI is minimal, to say the least, not to say non-existent, and they could have worked a little bit on that. I'm not sure how I feel about it, because at the end of the day, you really want an experience that is easy to grasp and easy to get around, and then produces challenges in other ways. And having the UI and figuring out where you are sometimes is not the way to go with a challenging experience. Just my opinion, obviously. Let's wait for this. We've hacked the computer. It turns off the alarm by bouncing around, as we all know that electricity does, and code generally travels like that. Try to avoid the guards, while we also need to help green up without having guards see us, and the guards will see us, so let's run around and hope that no one sees me. Turn that off and through the door, I hope. No, not through the door. And more guards. Run around. I set off an alarm. My bad. Both of them are dead because I just realized I had a shotgun. Now let's try to get him up. Nope, another guard. Run around. And out we go. And this is what I mean by chaotic and not really... We're not getting anywhere because the guards are just going to chase me around. And hopefully someone can go resurrect while I go hide. There we go. Come on. He's not gonna get him up. And now we're just wasting time. At this point, the game should have just said, nope, you failed, and thrown us up. In my opinion. Because, I don't know, this just feels like a little bit of waste of time. Now we have 2 dead. And we have all the guards circulating. Let's set off. He set off the alarm. Now he's being chased. And arguments start because you people are dead and clearly have nothing else to do than argue, so that's okay. Let's try to avoid the guards. Here comes the guards. No, we can't resurrect. Let's walk around, set off the alarm, see if we can pull the guards. Yes, we could. Now all 3 are dead. And here comes the arguments about who should be playing what, because, you know, when you're dead is the right time to say that people are doing it the wrong way. There we go. Cleaner over mole. I can see that, but you're now being resurrected by the mole who managed, so deal with it. Let's see if we can get all up, and if we can get out to the main office now. No. Let's try to pull everyone away. And stupid guard, and apparently I can take quite a beating as well. So there we go. Can everyone... No. This is the distraction. Why are you not running to the main office? And the guards can apparently climb the tunnels like me as well. That's mainly inconvenient. Let's go around. Yes, I made a tunnel here. Up, main office. And surviving another guard trying to beat me in the back. 1 man down yet again. And this is what happens when things go really bad in this game. And it gets a little bit frustrating. The game it's a good game, but it has terrible flaws in these cases. Can we just move on? And Mr. Monkey Man, which I can also tell that the yellow pickpocket is apparently a hobo with a monkey. Which is, I'm glad he found something to do with his life, rather than being just hobo-y on the street. So, well done. Let's move to the main office. Finally! That only took 10 minutes. Let's just open this door. We can't do anything in there apart from let the monkey loose. And let's just dig our way through instead. Uh-oh, guards. Yes, you run away from the guards and I'll make my way. Actually, let's not. We're apparently almost clear. And yellow is down again. Let's go resurrect yellow. It seems like more of a resurrection game than anything. And come on, get up. There we go. Now let's... I'm gonna run here. I have no idea where I'm going. Some health wouldn't hurt. And I'm back to full health. Awesome. Running by. We're cleaned out. Great. Let's get out of here again. Again, a heist. I don't know. Just running in with guns blazing without having the actual guns involved is pretty much what happened here. And now we need to get out. And yellow is running the wrong way again. I shouldn't say too much because I keep running the wrong way as well. And we're out on street level again. Sweet. Now to figure out where we're going. And I know it's at the top there, but with everything going on and all the colors, everyone seems to have a hard time figuring out where they're going. Again, something that could have been solved so easily with an arrow. It does show an arrow at some times, but not as often as I would like. Let's climb up here. And people are down again. The guards just walk away, so let's get them up. There we go. Is the other guy up? No, he's not. Let's get him up. Now he's up. Great. Let's... Where? Let's make our way up here, hopefully. And the guard is beating me again. Again, I don't feel that being able to take so much punishment in a heist game is the right way to do it. Let's just make our way through here. Yes, I know you wonder where the exit is, so let's just make our way. You come with me. Or don't. Let's go up again. To green, up here. Let's get some health back up. And make our way here. And out we go. There. Now everyone knows where to go. So, to try to sum up this game quickly, I'm enjoying it. It's really fun, but it's also very confusing, and a few patches will probably be needed before I can recommend it for a casual gamer or a gamer who just wants something to pick up and play and enjoy. You need to learn this game, you need to organize yourself, you need to organize 4 people to play with to get the most out of experience, and you need to communicate, and you need to use voice. And I am 100% sure it will be amazing when you do all those things, but this game could have catered for casuals as well. Anyways, that's it. We had fun. It was a good run. Thank you for watching. This game is available on Steam for $15 or on their website, which I much more recommend that you go visit, pocketwatchgames.com/Monaco, where you can actually buy the game for the same price, but you get a DRM free version and a Steam version. Much better deal. Anyways, thank you for watching. I've been your host Bunny. You have been the audience. This has been Monaco. And toodles!